Namaskar, viewers. I was up till about 2:45 in the morning monitoring all this stuff. And you all probably know Operation Sindoor, 9 places, but 16 or 17 distinct locations in those where they were hit. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There were some losses on the Indian side also. I'm going to give you that information too. This is a real, on the ground update. We are not going to pull any punches. We're going to talk about what are all the things that happened, where is the current situation, what is the current situation, and so on and so forth. Small request to all of you to please like this video. And I have with me Delhi R. Rajagopalan. I'm going to first invite him to our channel and then have him give us an update. Namaskaram, sir. How are you?
Namaskar, sir. I'm sorry, I'm still getting more information. In morning at 10 o'clock in New Delhi in the press conference hall of Government of India, the Lieutenant General, other equivalent to Navy and Army, Air Force 3 joint briefing is there. Definitely Rajnath Singh has given a 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗍𝗍 and Yogi Adityanath has tweeted. Therefore, the indication is 95 terrorists have been killed, total number. That is what I am getting to understand, but I am getting a lot of information. Meanwhile, let me finish all my morning regularities. My wife's treatment is also to happen at 8 o'clock. Let it be over. 10 o'clock, I come with a lot of details, Mr. Iyer. And today, we have India has succeeded. India has took revenge on Pakistan. And moreover, world leaders have congratulated Mr. Narendra Modi. And today at 11 o'clock, the Cabinet Committee on Security is there. Tonight, Mr. Narendra Modi may address the nation at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. It is all being worked out, not yet finalized. The script of the Prime Minister's speech, Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself is writing the speech. Therefore, it's a victory, victory, victory. 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗍𝗍, 𝗪𝗜𝗡𝗞𝗦 की जय. That is the one. And second thing, Mr. Iyer, I tell you, during 10 years of UPA rule, the same operation was suggested by former Air Chief, Mr. Krishnaswamy, to Dr. Manmohan Singh when 26/11 happened. At that time, Government of India did not do, whereas armed forces have been given free hand and armed forces have given a success to India. Thanks, a big salute to armed forces because they have done this one. They protected our soil. Now we are waiting for the retaliation from the Pakistan side. 3 days later, they are going to attack some civilian areas. Then it will escalate. जो शुरुआत है, what they say in Hindi, picture to baki hai, because in another 2 or 3 months, major attack is also planned by army. If Pakistan does any mischief with civilian areas like airports, etc., we will take full revenge. It's going to escalate into a war. That is why the world leaders have been given a proper briefing. Yesterday night, all the emails of Indian ambassadors of 185 countries were situated. They're all briefed. They are going to respectively brief their own places where they are posted. So things are at place. Diplomacy is at work. We have succeeded. I will update you at 10 or 10:30, sir.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much. I know I disturbed you from your sleep. You were also up till about 2:45. We were exchanging notes. Thank you so much, sir. I'll let you go now. We'll come back to you again when we start again the next.
And I would like to take one pride. I woke up Mr. Sree Iyer, and he should not mind because I am 74. You are much younger than me. Still, we have that energy to keep up our model of Indian Air Force, Indian Naval Force, Indian Armed Forces. So we have salute the Indian Armed Forces. They protected our soil. They protected, and proper political direction has been given by Mr. Narendra Modi. Therefore, it's a combination of political and armed forces strike. Pakistan has been shown a place. Roughly 100 militants might have been killed. I'm just getting SMS as we speak. Total 100 militants in Bawalpur. That is the root cause of terrorism in the world. So most of the world leaders are very happy, sir. Let us get more information and I will update you at 10:30, Mr. Iyer.
Thank you so much, sir. By the way, I was already up. I was getting updates from the other side, sir. I was getting updates from Pakistan. And viewers, I'm going to give you those updates also. Rajagopalan ji, thank you so much, sir. And we'll join again in a few hours' time. Thank you once again. Namaskar. So viewers, what happened was in the night, there were messages coming in, and then I have an update from the other side because the other side also has something to say. First of all, 9 places. I'm going to share with you a small 3-slide deck. It's not very much, and I'm also going to show you some of the places where Pakistani forces are targeting, and it is very unfortunate what they are looking at. I have some videos of that also. I don't think you are going to find these things in regular media. We've got them from a very exclusive source, so please do watch this thing till the very end. So this was a press release that the Ministry of Defense put out on Operation Sindoor, and they are saying that 9 locations. They said that. Let me read this part. A little while ago, the Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where terrorist attacks against India have been planned and directed. Altogether, 9 sites have been targeted. Now, the story is like this. Even though there were 9 major sites, in one site there may have been more than one hit. Total is 17. My number is 17. So that's one thing, and I'm going to show you the places, and these are all the different places. I hope you all can see it. I'm going to read it out from top to bottom. Muzaffarabad, Kotli, Gulpur, Bhimber, Sialkot, Muridka, Chak Amrit, and Bahawalpur. As far as I can remember, Sialkot and Bahawalpur are in Pakistan. They are not in PoJK. So this is a fairly emphatic operation, and they have really gone after them. I'm also hearing a few casualties on Indian side. About 3 soldiers have been martyred so far. And like I said, I'm not going to pull any punches here. I've heard from the Pakistani side that they downed 2 aircraft in airbase in Srinagar. And when I heard CNN had upped the number to 5. I'm reminded of what happened in the 6-Day War in 1967. All the Arab countries ganged up against Israel, and they said that they had downed 700 Israeli warplanes. You know what? Israel had only 300 at that point of time. So these are all exaggerated numbers. We'll have to wait and see when the Indian government or Department of Defense is going to give an update. If there is a casualty, there is a casualty. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to show you. There are 3 places that are of importance that we are going to take a look at a little bit more. Bahawalpur. Bahawalpur is known for its mint. That's where they print fake currency Indian notes. Perhaps they also print some Pakistani currency notes. And JEM, Jaish-e-Mohammed, had a base there, which means it's not just LET that India went after. India went after every terrorist, every hue of terrorism known to mankind. They said, we are going to take a mighty blow to all these people. Then 𝗤𝗏𝗏 village, this is on the border of it's right on the LOC. This is where the new Sharda Temple is, and that is so far safe. I'm going to show you the picture. And there is also another village, a Triboni Sikh village, and 𝗥𝗙𝗥. Here they are attacking, and I'm going to show you a video of that one also. And 3 houses have so far been gutted there. Look, all I can tell is this is frustration. This is frustration coming over. They are taking it out on Hindu shrines, on Sikh shrines. And you know what? You can take it down. We don't care. We are going to take double the revenge afterwards, and we'll build it back even grander. Another Ram Mandir, Sharda Mandir will come up. I'm talking about the original location, which is still in PoJK. So a lot of stuff still to discuss. Let me just show you the videos of Sharda Temple as well as the Triboni Sikh village. Here we go. Back to Sharda Temple. There is a fire burning around it, but so far the temple appears to be safe. This is the Triboni Sikh village. 3 houses were gutted in an attack on around that place, and hopefully that's not going to be a big loss. They should be able to fix this thing fairly quickly. Now, where do things go from here? That's what I wanted to talk to you all about. Let me just finish this thing, and now let's go back to where do things go from here. By the way, President Trump did comment about this when he was asked a question at the White House. He was very matter of fact about it. He didn't say we have asked them to exercise restraint, none of that stuff. He just said, well, this has been a dispute that's been going on for many years. And yeah, I know that some action has been taken. So looks like India had briefed many countries as to, something is going to happen. Also, remember that today is when we are going to do all the drills in 244 districts, right? 7th. Was Pakistan lulled into thinking that maybe nothing is going to happen until the drills are done, and therefore India, 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗧𝗥𝗑𝗐𝗑𝗏 on 6th night they went and took out all these things? Some places were missile strikes, some were airplane strikes, and there is some question about whether there were any planes down. That information we will get it a little bit later. It is still early in the morning, and just wait for an update. We are going to come back to you around 10 o'clock or 10:30, giving you an update on that. But at this point of time, the new Sharda Mandir is safe. Triboni village so far is safe. So these are all like revenge kind of things where they are pretty much close to the LOC on the Indian side, and these are the little things that Pakistan is trying to go after. There's no big item takeout. In fact, India has not hit any air bases or anything else. India hasn't tried to dismantle their airplane structure or anything like that. So far, this is not war. This is retribution to Pahalgam. That's how I see it, because India has pinpointed its strikes. India has taken out specific locations, and now India is going to brace for whatever retaliation that Pakistan might think of. And I think that if Pakistan starts retaliating, and let's say they start taking out Nankana Sahib Temple Gurudwara, which is further west of Lahore, deep in Pakistan, or Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara, or any other Marthan temple is there. If they are going to start destroying those, that is also going to be taken very, very seriously. This is not something that they should take it very lightly. I know they were shit scared. In fact, even today, we don't know where Asim Munir is. Yesterday, I told you that there was a lot of truck movement because it was believed that there was mutiny going on in one of the armed cantonments. And that Asim Malik, who is the ISI chief as well as the national security advisor, was trying to do a power grab. One Asim to another, one Joker to another. What difference does it make? They are completely isolated in this case. It doesn't matter. You will start seeing responses from various countries. Like I said, Trump has already weighed in. He has said this is just routine business as usual kind of thing. That's exactly what India was expecting. And thank you, President Trump, for being very factual about it. You don't do something like this. 26 or 28 people killed thus far. I stick to my my stand that one of the killed was an Israeli person that is not being counted, and there is Israel also chomping at the bit to. And there was one Hamas terrorist, evidently one from Hezbollah, one from the ex-commandos from Pakistan. So who cares? This is widespread destruction, 100+ terrorists taken out, and only during the day will they be able to get and count the bodies. Like Balakot, they might say nobody died. They'll lie through their teeth. But this is a sample of what is going to come should Pakistan think of doing any kind of retaliation. So we know that they cannot use F-16s to in an offensive mode. America has forbidden them from doing that, which means they'll only use JF-17s of China. How airworthy are they? We will find out in the next few days to come. I'll give you an update when Rajagopalan ji and I and a few other guests of ours have some updates. I'll come back in about 3 to 4 hours and give you another update. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for all your support. Thousands of you have come to listen to us. You really pay weightage to what we say. Like I said, some casualties on Indian side also, I'm afraid. But at least at this point of time, this has been a very, very strong, effective response to what happened in Pahalgam. I'm going to stop here and let's see if there are any questions from you folks. And there are a few questions. Let me just take those questions really quickly. HeartSage1 wants to know, can we get the confirmation of Akash missile downing F-16 and JF-17? Also, please expose Paki media lies about Indian jets being down when we stuck with missiles and no jets crossed LOC. Like I said, if there is any casualty on Indian side, Indian Department of Defense will put it out. And as to whether the claim of jets being downed in Srinagar Air Base, you have to come in a long ways. I kind of doubt that India would have allowed that kind of transition into India's territory. So we'll wait and see. We'll give you an update shortly. Subba Reddy and Nandigama wants to know, can we have a Operation Sindoor badge, Sree, that we can buy from you? Proud moment for Bharat. Good idea, Subba Reddy ji. We will figure something out. We'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. Next one, create. Thank you so much. What is the point hitting some buildings probably empty after 14 days? No NRC, CA or proper immigration enforcement. Zero deterrence created. Is it a fixed match? No, I don't think so. This is not a fixed match. This was with intent, and you will have to wait and see what the impact is until some more time. See, the forward posts were the ones that were vacated. These are deep inside. I showed you the map, right? Let me show it to you again. I showed you the map. Let me show it to you again. Move this and go just 1 second. See here. I'm sorry. You see the map here, right? See, there are many places that Indian artillery fire reported along multiple sectors of the LOC, including Poonch, Rajouri, Mendhar, and Bhimber Gali. So this is where I was telling you about the Sharda Temple, because it's right on that line of control. It is right on the line of control, and some responses will be there. But you see, going and hitting Bahawalpur, which is deep south here, you can't see it. Let me see if I can take out this comment, then you can see it. Bahawalpur is deep south. You see what I mean? So this is deep into Pakistan territory. These are not places that they were expecting. Like I said, India may have lulled Pakistan into thinking that nothing is going to happen for a few more days. Who knows? So everything, all is fair in love and war, I guess. So let's look at the next one. And Sanjay, thank you so much for your super sticker. And create again. They have 27,000 miscreant institutes hitting some 100-watt difference it creates. Probably nothing. Don't see anything has changed. Being pragmatic. Create, yes, you definitely have a right to be pragmatic. You have a right to your own opinion. I think this is something beyond that. India has really resoundingly at least hit back one time, and I believe this is more. There is more coming. This is not the end of it. This is only the beginning of it. Like Rajagopalan ji said, this is not the end of it. I'm talking as I'm scrolling the thing for any more new questions from you all. So sorry, I'm not being disrespectful. And look, you have to. Even this takes a lot of guts, and that's what it is. It's not something that is easy, and it was in planning for a while. And like Rajagopalan ji said, the then Air Chief Marshal wanted to do it after 26/11, but they pulled them back. Again, UPA has a mind of its own. Who can say it? Less said, the better. Let's leave it at that. So that's all I have. Thank you so much, viewers. Like I said, we give you unusual pictures. I have some more things about Bahawalpur and other places, but essentially it's just darkness. You can't really, make sense of it. Something just goes up in smoke. It doesn't add more. But point I'm trying to make is, you touch any of the Hindu or Sikh shrines inside Pakistan as an act of revenge, boy, you have the wrath of 1.5 Sanatanis, 1.5 billion Sanatanis. We're going to be very upset. This is a warning I'm telling you. As a Sanatani, if you touch any of those structures, bad things will happen. This is what I'm warning Pakistan. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back in about 3 to 4 hours time with more updates. Namaskar.